Welcome again to another session of Money Talk. I'm gonna wait for a few people to get online, as we are starting our another exciting episode tonight. Welcome everyone. Please join us as we are starting our Money Talk Live. All right. Thanks, everyone. Today we have a new location. We are doing it at the Bahati Homes. So welcome, everyone, as you're coming in. I'm going to give a few minutes for everybody to join us. It's going to be an exciting time today. We have so much to talk about. We have a very, very important guest today. And I hope you guys are excited. Is everyone excited? Yeah, everyone is excited. Yeah, I'm going to give a few minutes, then we're going to start. Hanging in there, start sharing our live. Please share our live to your friends so they can join in. Share our live, please, because this is going to be a very, very exciting live. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining us again. Thank you for being with us. We're going to do a little, what time is it now? So that's 5 minutes now. We will be starting in about 2 minutes for our live. I hope you guys are excited. I hope you guys are pumped. We're going to talk about a lot of things today. We have a lot of things to talk about. So yeah, keep watching, share our live to your friends and family, because today we have our own. A CEO is going to be joining us. Yes, I hope you guys are excited about that, because I'm excited about that. I'm pumped. And from what I heard, this CEO is a very inspiring person. So stay tuned, because she's coming on very soon. So before I start, so we're gonna start now. Yeah, that's right, my sister Stephanie. Toro Money Makeover by Dave Ramsey. I wanted everyone to see that, and I want everyone to buy that book. If you can buy that book, please buy that book. That is a mind-changing book. Once you have it, you will learn how to deal with money. Your relationship with money will be a lot different. So yeah, please, everyone, if you don't know that book, get that book, Toro Money Makeover. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, for being with us. I'm gonna start. As I said earlier, my goal in this thing is to show simple principles of money, right? And my biggest hope is that somebody will learn. Somebody will change the relationship they have with money through this series, because that's my goal. We want to have a community that is financially literate, a community that understands how to deal with money. Because the problem we have in most of our African community, people have a very poor relationship with money. Money is like that ex-girlfriend you don't want to see again, right? People are so afraid of it. People don't know how to manage it, and it keeps coming and slipping into fingers, right? Because we don't know how to do it. When in fact, the simple principles of money, right? And we went a little bit ahead too much, so I'm going to come back a little bit today. So today we're going to only do 45 minutes of our show. So I'm going to come back a little bit because I went a little fast, I think. So we will come back, and I will slow down a little bit to make sure everybody understands. I will slow down a little bit to make sure everyone have or start having a better relationship with money. Right? It's not normal for all of us to start living paycheck to paycheck. It's not normal for us to be crying every day after we finish getting paid. Because I know, I've been there too, where you get paid today, on Friday you get paid, by Monday there's nothing in your account. Everything has gone, right? To different bills, whatever, and you're done. And then you have to wait another paycheck. And that's very hard to live. Right? So today I want to be teaching simple principle topics about money. Simple principle topics about how to handle money. That's why I'm here for. Right? If you have any suggestion you have that you would like to bring, I welcome you. Because we are in this to learn together. Right? We are in this to learn together about how to handle money. So please tune in. Share this live with your friend. Share this live with your family, with a young person out there, because these are just simple principles on how we can handle money, on how we can be better with money. Hello, Lisa. How are you? So please tune in. Share our live. It's just simple principle, simple practical principle on how we can be better with our money. Our money can go a long way. But it's most of the time we don't have the education. We all come in this, Dario, my brother, how are you? We come in this country as new immigrants. We never get the foundation on money education. You come in here, they throw a credit card on you, right? I was saying the other day, my wife came, I went to the bank to put her on my account. Hello, my sister, Nelson. You know, she came, we went to the bank to open, I wanted to add her on my account. Right away, they gave her a credit card. She has never worked in Canada. She has no credit history. But they throw a credit card on her like that. And you're like, what? So for most immigrants, they think that credit card money is free money. It's their money to do whatever they want. Right? When it's not. Most of us find out our mistakes once it's too late. Right? Most of us find out we went delinquent with our credit card payment when it's too late. When in fact we can be able to learn how to deal with these things, right? A credit card is not too bad. Well, it's bad if you don't know how to use it, but it's not really that bad. You just have to have a better understanding on how to deal with it. So I'm gonna start by what I said the last time. The last time we talked about, compound interest, right? And we talk about friendship. So I'm gonna, today I said I'm gonna talk a lot more about how to build your credit. Because a lot of us, sometimes your credit has been ruined and you're trying to find a way to solve it, to build your credit. Thank you, Lisa and Ross, for watching. I love you guys. My sister Josephine, thank you so much for being in here. Please share the video. Also, subscribe to our channels on YouTube. If you have a YouTube, please subscribe to our channel. There will be links in there. After this show today, I will put, I'm going to put links on how to support our CEO who's going to join us. Mamangu Eliza, thank you so much. I will put a link on how you can support our entrepreneurs in our community. I will put a link on how you can learn about trading stocks. I'll put a link on a few things in our YouTube channel. So our YouTube channel is Baraka Mulimbwa. Go there. Please subscribe. Give your brother a like while you are there. Give us a like. Put a comment there. We would love to read your comments. So our YouTube is Baraka Mulimbwa, and the description will be below to where you can find Queenfidence Cosmetics, because we have a CEO, we have a co-founder of Black-owned business today, and she is pumped. So stay tuned. This is going to be a very, very exciting show. So I'm going to start by reading, because I'm going to focus on credit building and friendship. I'm going to stay on that because that's key. That's very important. So I'm going to start. I'm going to read two verses here, right? I'm going to read Proverbs 15:22, right? So for me, I've always said the Bible talks about money a lot, right? The Bible has all these principles about how you can be good with your money, how you can be a good steward. You know, a steward is someone who keeps something, right? A steward is someone who keeps something safe, who knows how to take care of something. So your money, you have to be a good steward of your money, right? So I'm going to be reading 2 verses, so then we can move on forward. So the first verse will be Proverbs 15:22. I said last time, I don't care whether you go to church or not, read the book of Proverbs. Whether you are Christian or not. This is not a Christian show. I'm not a pastor. But I encourage everyone who watches us, please read the book of Proverbs. There is so much wisdom in it. There is so much understanding in it that you will be better with your money. In fact, I want to tell you a little stat here. The Bible talks about money more than 2,000 times, right? More than 2,000 times the Bible talks about money, right? And the Bible talks about faith and all that stuff, maybe 600 and sometimes. So the Bible talks a lot about money because you have to learn to become better managers of your money. So we're going to go in Proverbs 15:22, right? So you can understand what I'm trying to get here. So 15:22, it says, Proverb, it says this. Plans go wrong for lack of advice. Many counselors bring success, right? Plans go wrong for lack of advice. So basically what it's saying is you need to have positive people who are going to breathing life into you, who are going to be giving you advice into your life. And I said on my first show, if you haven't watched us, so the first show I said, for 15 years, I had a friend in this country named Ed Hildebrand. So I had Ed as a friend, and for 13 years we went for breakfast together. For the last 13 years, every single Monday we went for breakfast together. Now, I learned so much about life through this man, right? Because he kind of mentored me. He became my advisor. He became my counselor, right? So I learned a lot how to deal with my money at a young age. At a very young age, I learned about to put money aside. I was not about just living the good life and spending and spending and spending. I also learned about putting something aside, right? So because why? I had a counselor beside me. So it's good for young people today to have people, to be surrounded by people in their lives who are going to do what? Who are going to be their counselor, who are going to be a mentor. You can say a mentor too, right? Somebody who's going to be giving you advice. I encourage every young person, everybody actually, find somebody that's going to give you good advice in your life. Surround yourself with people that are going to be making you grow. Surround yourself with people that are going to make you become better financially, better in your marriage. Now, in fact, most people, when you surround yourself with wrong company, you become at the end the same way those people are. So it's very important what kind of friendship you want to bring in your life. It's better to not have any friend than have bad friends, right? So the second verse I will read in Proverbs is Proverbs 11:14. So I'm trying to get to something here. 11:14, right? It says this. Without wise leadership, a nation falls. With many counselors, there is safety, right? You can see here my message is all about having the right people in your life, right? You can see here my message is all about surrounding yourself with good people. Quality friendship is what I talked the last time. Quality friendships, it's key. And I will continue to beat on this drum until everyone understands. Having the right friendship changes your trajectory. It changes your life, right? And having a bad friendship too changes your life too. So it's very key for us to understand what kind of people we want to associate with. What kind of people we want to surround ourselves with in our lives, right? So I'm going to talk about credit here, how to repair your credit. Now, with credit, there's something called a credit utilization ratio. A credit utilization ratio is, you see, it's all about your full credit, right? In this country, it's better to have a good credit, right? And not have money. So I will explain, because most of the stuff in this country, they look at your credit. You want to buy a house, they look at your credit. You want to buy a car, they look at your credit. Unless you're going to pay cash, which I advocate. If you can pay cash, pay cash. But you need to build your credit. Now, your credit utilization ratio is a combination of amount of debt that you have, right? The amount of debt you have minus the total of credit you have. That's your credit utilization ratio. How do you get that to go up? Is by paying down your bills. by paying down that telephone bill. In fact, I want to say something here. Most people don't know this, but phone bills are one of the #1 contributors of bad credit in this country. When you are paying your phone bill late every time, when you're paying your phone bill 15 days late, those guys, they don't care how long you've been their customer. They will send you to the credit bureau because you paid late. So be careful of your phone bill, because most people find out that their phone has been affecting their credit when they go buy something big, right? When you want to get that house, that's when you realize that your phone has been hitting you hard. So pay your bills on time. That's #1. Learn to pay your bills on time. #2, if you have debt. So what they look at is this. Let's say you have a credit card that has $5,000 limit. On that $5,000 limit, if you have already used $4,000 of it and you don't pay down on time, it starts affecting your credit. So basically, the credit card companies, what they do is, or the credit card bureau companies, they look at how much do you owe on a credit card. You always want to be less than 50%. If it's a $5,000 credit card, be under $2,000 or around $2,000. That's fine. But when you start owing $4,000, when you start owing $5,000, it starts affecting you negatively. So start paying down your credit card. Second of all, I said the last time, let's say you owe, let's say you have 5 credit cards or you have 5 big debts, start paying the smallest debt on time. Start paying off the smallest debt. Don't worry about paying everything at the same time. No, start paying slowly. The smaller loans you pay, the more energized you become, the more excited you become about the process of becoming debt free. You start seeing the end of the line, right? Credit, increasing your credit in this country is major. It's huge. So we have an amazing guest today. We have our beautiful sister today, our beautiful daughter, our CEO and entrepreneur of Queenfidence Cosmetics and a co-owner of Black-owned business Manitoba. So this girl is a girl I've known for many years. For those who don't know, I've known her for many years. She's a hardworking girl. She has a passion for what she does, and this passion, she got it since she was a young girl, right? So, but she found a way to develop her passion into what she loves, right? Find something you are passionate about. If you are into fashion designing, get into fashion designing. Start seeing how can you make money doing something that you love, right? That's what we're going to talk about our guest today. How can you be an entrepreneur? The endurance, the patience of that, So please stay tuned and watch that because she's coming soon on our platform. She will be giving us a testimony. She will be she will be encouraging us on how to persevere through entrepreneurship. So if you're an entrepreneur, if you're somebody who wants to create something, if you're somebody who has a dream about restarting a business, don't let that dream die in you. My brother, my sister out there, stoke that fire. Put woods on that fire so it can grow, right? Go do something that you love. Go do something that you're passionate about. And God will always bless you. God will bless you when you're being productive, right? When you're just sitting at home watching, keeping up with the Kardashian, you're watching every series, you are on top of every TV show, there is no way for you to get successful, right? And it doesn't matter when you go in the church and say, I receive. What are you receiving? What are you receiving when you don't work hard? What are you receiving when you don't put action to a plan? What are you receiving when you don't submit your budget, right? So we have to learn, how to do that. So, we have to learn how to become inspired. So that's why I want to bring our guest to inspire us today. That's why I want to bring our guest to inspire us today and inspire everyone watching. That things are getting better, right? Things are going to get better, right? So start paying down your debt. In order for you to increase your credit utilization ratio, you need to start paying down your debt. You cannot go in to start saving. You cannot go in to start investing if you still have a lot of debt. Once you become debt free, then you can start getting into other part of saving, doing an emergency fund. We will get to that. But I realized I was telling people to start investing in stocks, in mutual funds, and some of these people, you haven't even paid your credit card debt yet, or you haven't paid your consumer debt yet. I'm not talking about a mortgage, right? I'm talking about consumer debt. So pay those down, pay your credit cards, pay your line of credits, and then you can get into, so the first step into the financial peace, or financial freedom, is to create an emergency fund. So the first thing you have to do, once you are done paying down your debt, do everything. If you have to get a second job to pay your debt. Because I said the last time, the borrower is a slave to the lender. Remember that. The borrower is what? A slave to the lender. When you keep borrowing and borrowing and borrowing, you become a slave to the banks. Because you're not going to enjoy your money. Your money will come, you get paid, it will be gone. The last time I said, rich people, this is the difference between rich people and poor people. Right? If you've been following us, rich people tell their money where to go. Poor people wonder where their money went. Right? Rich people tell their money where to go. Poor people wonder where their money went. So you have to be able to direct your money. When you get paid, you say, okay, you $2,000, you go into my investment. You go into my emergency fund. You go into my mutual fund. You go into buying stocks. But when you don't know how to handle your money, the money will be coming and you'll be like, oh my gosh, where did the money go? Because you're paying too many bills. Right? You're paying too many credit card debt. Avoid credit card debt as much as you can, because that's the way you become a slave to the banks. And the banks love it. The banks will give you as many credit cards as you want. They will throw on you as many credit lines as you want, because they want to keep you a slave. Be smart. Let's wake up. In our African communities, there is a very, very high number of delinquencies on paying credit card. There's also a very high number of credit card debt. We have to change that. The money talk that we are doing is all about education, financial education. So we've talked about increasing your credit card. I mean your credit rating, right? So we said that your credit utilization ratio is your amount of debt that you have minus the total credit that you have. That's your credit utilization ratio. So you need to find a way to continue paying down your debts, paying your credit cards down, so that you can increase your available credits. It's very simple, right? So how do you increase your credits? Pay your credit card debt. Pay your line of credit. Pay all your outstanding debt, your consumer debt. That's how you increase it. Sounds simple, but it's very hard, right? But it can be doable. It's doable. I'm here to give you hope. For all of you guys watching us, I'm here to give you hope that you can become debt-free. And once you become debt-free, then you can invest your money. Then you can save your money. In fact, I did something. You need to be able to save 15% of your income. So every year you need to be saving 15% of your income. Should go into savings, should go into your investment or whatever. 15%. Now what does that look like? Let's say you're somebody who makes $60,000 a year. If you make $60,000 a year, you should be able to save $900 a month into just your mutual fund, your RSP. That's 15% of your income every single month. That's $900. So if you make $60,000 a year, you should be able to save $900 a month. That's 15%. But you cannot do that if you still have a bunch of outstanding credit card debt. So you need to get rid of your debt. You get rid of your debt, then you're going to be able to save 15% of your income. Right? Because when you get paid and you don't have debt, then you have freedom to tell your money where to go. Right? Remember, rich people tell their money what? They tell their money where to go. Right? So the second thing is, if you make $40,000 a year, it doesn't matter whether you live in the US or Canada. 15% of your income is $500. So every time you get paid, you have to be able to put somewhere $500 in just savings. Savings, it can be into mutual funds, can be into RRSPs, can be into TFSAs, can be into a high investment account, mutual money markets. It can be into so many things. That's 15%. You can buy stocks with it. All of it is into your saving. Right? Please, please, please. The biggest thing I want you guys to take about this money talk is find ways to save 15%. Find ways to pay down your bills, your credit card bill, your consumer debt. Because when you are in debt, you don't have peace. Right? And we are trying to create peace in families. Families are fighting. Thank you, my sister Naomi. Families are fighting about money. Relationships are breaking out about money. Divorces are happening about money. But how can we solve it? We cannot just be quiet about it. Because money is the number one cause of divorce in North America. Finances, number one cause of divorce. We want to try to limit that. We want to try to cancel that. We want to try to be better with our money. Better financially with our money. And the number one thing is avoid debt. And if you are in debt, pay down your debt. Discipline is what it takes. You have to be disciplined into saying, if I don't have the money to buy it now, I won't have it. Right? That should be the mindset. Don't be like, oh, well, I don't have the money. I'll put on the credit card. Right? That will cost you big next time. Because that credit card keeps going, keeps growing. Your friendships. Right? Who is your friend? Show me your friend and I will tell you who you are. If you are hanging out with rotten friends, you become rotten. The Ugandan people say, Pisa Mvundu. Right? When you're hanging out with people who have Pisa and Vundu, they have bad manners. You will become like them. Thank you, Elizabeth. When you start hanging out with friends with bad, they don't know how to save, friends who just want to show off. In our community, our African community, we are all about showing off. We love to show off. Eh? You will see someone who's on welfare, buying a $500 shoe. You see someone who's on welfare, buying a $5,000 chain. And you're like, what are you showing off? Right? Save your money. Nobody really cares. In fact, the same people you are showing off to, I said the last time, they don't even like you. Right? Once you know what these people are saying behind your back, you will be shocked. Right? Thank you, Mamaleki Eveline Fura. So, you have to learn to live your life without being a show-off. Because at the end of the day, it's you who's paying those bills. It's you who's paying those credit card bills. Don't do things. You saw my brother, thank you, I appreciate. Don't do things because you want people to see you. Right? Wear normally. Dress up normally. Right? You don't have to show anybody off. You know, why this competition? Right? We are wasting too much time in our community about gossip. You know, when there's a show about gossip, everybody's watching. When there's a show about something else, nobody's watching. And you're like, what is this? We are interested in gossip, useless gossip. Right? I have my book there called The Toro Money Makeover. Thank you, Eric. Get that book. Read The Toro Money Makeover. It will change how way you have a relationship, your relationship with money. You will learn how to be a good steward of your money. Because when you have too much credit card debt, when you have too much consumer debt, you don't have peace, my brother. You don't have peace, my sister. Eh? You do not have. Because you are constantly working to pay the credit card. You're constantly working to pay the bank. You're constantly working to pay that car loan. Why are you? Here's my other thing. If you are a young man who's still a young man or young woman, you're still under the age of 25, you have no business buying a car that's costing you more than $30,000. No business doing that. Because when you are in your 20s, that's the time you start having better understanding of money. Start saving your money. I see these young boys today, young girls today, driving these shiny, shiny cars. Expensive cars. And you're like, what is this? Live within your means, my brother Gilson. Thank you so much. Right? Learn to live within your means. You are not. I said myself, my first car I bought in this country, I had a full-time job. I bought it for $13,000. It was a good car. You can find good cars for $10,000, for 11,000, for 12,000, 15,000. You should not go over $15,000 if you're still under 25 and living at home. You are living at home. Stop buying expensive vehicles. Stop buying things that are not gonna be burying you next time. Because now, one thing you don't understand, when you sign that car loan of $30,000, $40,000, a car loan typically takes about 8 years to pay. It takes you about 8 years to pay that car loan. Now think about that. That 8 years of your life, you are putting down $500 every month, or sometimes more than that. You're paying $500 a month for 8 years. 8 years. Why? When you can find a car that works better for cheaper. That way, that will help you save. That will help you put money aside in your mutual funds. Go to your work, right? Ask your HR, how can I contribute into my RRSPs? How can I contribute into my employee pension plan? How can I contribute into my 401k for those who are following us from the US? Right? Find out what are the benefits your employer is giving for working at your company. Take advantage of them. That's how you save money. Right? Do not be this slay queen. Right? Don't be a slay queen who's showing off and nobody really cares. At the end of the day, nobody cares. You see, one thing about North America that I love is this. It doesn't matter how much you have. It doesn't matter how big your house is. Nobody really cares. At the end of the day, we all eat. We all drive vehicles. So it's not like in Africa where we see someone with a car. You say, oh my gosh, that's a rich person. No, all of us sometimes get credit here to buy these cars. Right? But if you're smart, get your car cash, buy cash, or buy it cheaper. You are not showing anybody off for getting a car that costs you $8,000, that costs you 8 years of your life paying it down. That's a lot of money you could be saving for those 8 years. I said the last time, if you start saving your money, if you're 20 years old today, for those who are in their 20s, lucky you guys. Thank you, my sister, Grass Neema. For those who are in your 20s, if you start putting $100 you start putting it aside in your 20s, by the time you are 50 years old, you will become a millionaire. Only $100. But you, my brother, you are paying $500 every single month for a car loan, for a car payment, for 8 years, every single month. How are you gonna prosper? How are you gonna be better in life? Because now, $500 is gone of your income. And also you have some credit card debt. You put yourself in a life of debt, a cycle of debt that's gonna be difficult to end. So learn that. Another thing I wanna say is this: we need to start finding friends. Eric, that's true, right? Finding a car that's cheaper, so you can be debt free, right? Find friends that talk about money. This is another thing. Listen to me carefully about this. Surround yourself with people that want to talk about money. I know some people say, oh, you guys talk about money all the time. Money is not everything. Who told you money is not everything? Right? Money is not everything. God is everything. But money contributes to a better quality of life. Money contributes to peace in the house. Money contributes to a better standard of life. When you know, even if something happened, my family will be safe. I have an emergency fund. Right? For some of us, we don't even know what an emergency fund is. Right? That's the money you put aside just in case something comes. Just in case an emergency comes. Just in case your grandpa gets sick in Congo. Your grandpa gets sick in Nigeria, in Jamaica. You have that money aside to help them. Emergency fund. You cannot have an emergency fund when you have a $500,000 car loan, you have a $10,000 credit card debt. You cannot. Because all your money will be going into paying debt. Right? So just learn to do that. Please, learn to put your money aside. Right? Please learn to be a good steward of your money. Another thing I want to say is this. Find friends that talk about money. Find friends that talk about vision. Find friends who talk about projects. Right? When you have those kind of friends in your life, you are going to be going farther. You are going to be learning how money works. But when all your friends talk about gossip, when all your friends talk about, oh, this one slept with this one is married to this one is not faithful to this one, it becomes a gossip. Songi will not take you anywhere. You're nowhere. Surround yourself with quality friendships. Surround yourself. I told you, for those who have been watching us in my first series on the Money Talk, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you are here and you haven't watched us, go on YouTube under Baraka Mulimbwa, subscribe to our YouTube channel. In my first show, I said, I had friends who all they were doing is just drinking alcohol and gossiping. I realized I have no future with these kind of people. So I detached myself from them. And since I did, my life has always been better. Because these people were not improving my life. They were only bringing me down. They were only bringing me to conversations that are useless. You're stuck in this kind of conversations that are not helping you to go anywhere. Right? So find friends that talk about visions. Find friends that talk about entrepreneurship. Find friends that talk about God. That's another thing. Find friends that talk about God. Because when you find friends that talk about God, you are going to learn the principles of money. Find friends that talk about project. Project, my brothers and sisters. Find friends that talk about projects. Not friends that talk about people. Remember I told you my friend Marcel that I work with always tell me in life, there is 3 types of people. 3 types of people in life. There are those who wonder what happened. There are those who make things happen. And there are those who don't know what happened. Right? So who do you want to be? Do you want to make things happen in your life? Or do you want to wonder what happened? Or you don't want to wonder, you don't know what happened. Because you've been distracted. You've been sleeping. You've been watching Keeping Up with the Kardashian. You've been watching all these shows. I see guys telling me, I've been watching, whatever this show. I'm like, what show is that? I have no idea. Because I had a mindset of hustling. Work hard. My grandpa used to say, le travail fait l'homme. Right? Work hard. Find ways to improve your quality of life. Find ways to pay down your debt. It's very important. Right? Another thing is, learn to negotiate price, my brothers. When you go buy that Starbucks, for those of you guys who love to drink your Starbucks, you go buy that Tim Horton. Learn to negotiate. So what you do is, I'm not saying you're going to tell Tim Horton for their cup of coffee for $1, you say give them 50 cents. No. What I'm saying is this. I don't drink Starbucks unless someone buys it for me. It's very expensive for my taste. So, but what some people do is, at Starbucks, they have this thing. They don't, for refill you pay money anyways. But what they do is they will fill your cup, but they don't fill it completely. They fill it halfway. Because they want you to finish it and come and get another cup and buy another one. Your friend, you pay for that cup. Tell them, fill up my cup. Please, fill up my cup to the top. Not even space for cream. That's right? Negotiate. If you go to garage sales, there's so many great things. In fact, I'm looking for something. I'm looking for a golf club at a garage sale. If anyone knows somewhere that's selling a golf club, let me know. Right? Garage sale, cheap. Buy it for cheap. So, create a detailed plan of your budget. Create a plan in your budget what you want to do. It's impossible for you to be successful, to be wealthy, when you don't have a budget. Your budget has to be realistic. It has to be detailed. You understand? Your budget has to be realistic and detailed. You have to write everything. My friend Eric, I don't know if he's watching us, he has an app where he tracks how much money he pays for his gas and how much gas goes in his vehicle. And he can track it for months. And see, okay, here we did a highway driving, we spend more than we usually do on gas. Start tracking even the smallest thing in your life. Have a budget. You should know how much I'm paying for a phone, how much you're paying for rent or your mortgage, how much you're paying for you're putting in your investment. Because I assume all of you guys, all of us will start paying down our debts. I assume that all of us will start paying down our credit cards. Right? So that we can start saving 15% of our income aside. Right? So I'm assuming that I'm not just talking in vain. We're going to have a plan. We're going to develop a plan of start saving 15% of our income. So another thing is, talk to your wife or your husband about your goals weekly, budgeting goals. I said the last time, my wife and I trade stocks every day, Monday to Friday. So we look at how much Yeah, the app is called Road Trip for anyone interested, right? Thank you, Eric. If you want to see how much money, how much you're spending on gas, how much you're spending on, so start a budget. So start a budget of every detail of your money, wherever your money go. Start telling your money where to go, right? Talk to your wife, talk to your partner about your budget. See how much you guys are spending. I told you guys, on an average day, my wife and I make about $50 on our stock. We trade stocks Monday to Friday. So now we make $50. Well, every time we make that $50, we feel good. We actually, in fact, we give each other high fives. That's just $50 a day. So in a week, we make about $250 on our stock trading. Sometimes it goes down, sometimes it goes up, but mostly that's how it goes, right? So if me and my wife are celebrating making $50 a week, do you think we're going to be spending a $5,000 buying a chain? Absolutely not. Because we have a budget. We have a goal. We have where we want to go with our money. We have ambitions we want to reach. We have goals we want to reach. Make sure your budget is detailed, realistic. Don't just make a budget you cannot be able to meet. It has to be realistic. Enjoy your life while accomplishing your goals. I'm not saying here, just because you are saving, you shouldn't enjoy your life. There's this song I hear, allow me to enjoy myself. Allow yourself to enjoy your life. Enjoy your life while you are saving. Actually, the best things in life, guys, are free. The best things in life are free. Take your wife for a walk. The other day I took my wife to the Forks. We went for a walk on the river. That was a free event. And we enjoyed it. We had a great time. We didn't have to spend money. We didn't even spend $1 doing it. So the best things in life are free. Don't get in this mindset of wearing Gucci and Dolce & Gabbana and what is this here? Michael Kors. Let me tell you a little side story here before we invite our guest. Francine, we want to invite our guest soon. But let me tell you a story. I dated this girl one time. I dated a few girls, but this girl, I dated her, and she told me that for her, she would rather have a $500 bag, a $500 Gucci bag, or Michael Kors bag, than having a $50 bag. And I asked her, what is the difference? She said, well, this one is expensive, plus it lasts longer. And I'm like, just because it's expensive doesn't mean it lasts longer. Right? I realized very quickly, this girl is the wrong girl in my life. Right? Because she wanted to be fly, she wanted to be a slave queen, but she doesn't have money. Slave queen with no slave queen income. Right? So another thing I want to say, I said the last time too, how many applications on our phones do we have to send money outside? For those of us who live in Canada, we have money. We have Western Union. We have MoneyGram on our phones. We have a RIA. We have a World Remit. Boom, 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 send money. Boom, 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 send money. Now, how many apps do we have on our phones that bring money in? How many? None. How many sources of income do we have to bring money in our lives? Only your job. Only your job brings money in your life. But you have 5 applications to send money away. Hey, look at you rich people. You have so many apps to send money away, but nothing to bring money in. You want to get an app that's going to at least make you some money? Get Wealthsimple Trade. That's the app I use. It will be in the description on our YouTube page. And if you click on the link, you get $10 free trading stocks. So start being informed about how to create money, how to make different sources of income, right? Your account should be flooded by incomes coming in with money. Boom, 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 boom. Your job comes, your investments come, your side hustles come. All these things should be bringing money in your account. Not just you get money from one source of income, which is your income, your job, and then you send it to RIA, you send it to World Remit, you send it to Western Union, to MoneyGram. You guys are so rich, right? Sending money. My mom always tells me, oh, send money to this one. I'm like, why do I send money to this one? Why do I have to send money? Am I the one who's going to be ending world hunger? Am I the one who's going to be ending world poverty? I'm trying to help myself and my family here. I'm trying to help myself and my family save some money for tomorrow. Am I going to be, saving the world now? What am I now? Jesus? Anyways, so learn to save money. Learn to find streams of income to bring money in your pocket. Just because you say no to somebody doesn't mean you're a bad person. Right? For me, one thing I've learned, my friends, is this. I have learned to master the art of saying no with no conscience, with no, how do you call it? Nothing hurting me. I can tell you no and I will sleep like a baby. You can say, give me money. I say, I don't have money. Or I never said no. And that my no is a complete answer. I don't need to explain myself to you because you don't make my money. You're not my father or my mother. Even sometimes I don't even give explanation to my father and mother. But I say no, and it's no. I don't have to explain myself, right? Don't make yourself guilty because you say no to give someone money. You're not forced to give somebody money. You are not forced to give your cousins in Africa money. You are not. Oh, you are not. You can say no and you can sleep like a baby, right? Don't feel bad for saying no. It's your right. Help when you want to help. Be generous. In fact, if you want to help, I will tell you where you should help. Pay your tithe. Go to your church. Pay your tithe. That is a guarantee for blessings. Paying your tithe. Because when you pay your tithe, God will bless you. We are all learning to pay our tithe. We are all learning to get in that mindset. But tithing, be generous, right? And when you learn to pay your tithe, when you learn to be generous, God will bless you, right? So, without further ado, I want to invite our favorite guest. Please share our video. And if you haven't already subscribed to our channel on YouTube, I beg you, that's how you can help us. Please go on YouTube under Baraka Mulimbwa, subscribe to our channel, like our video, and we will be very happy. That's how you help us. So, I'm going to invite our guests. I'm so excited, and I hope you guys are excited. This is the Queenfidence CEO. You know what CEO is? That's called the boss ladies. Eh? Those are the girls who hustle. Eh? Not just slay queens for nothing. So, I'm going to invite, are you ready, Mama Francine? Boss lady Francine, are you ready? All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to invite you guys the CEO of Queenfidence Cosmetics. We have some great news about Queenfidence Cosmetics. I'm going to let her talk about it. There will also be a link for Queenfidence Cosmetics on our YouTube channel. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. I beg of you. All of you guys watching us, subscribe to our YouTube channel, comment on our videos, and like our videos on YouTube. So I'm going to invite Francine Bahati, the CEO of Queenfidence Cosmetics, and also the co-founder of Black-Owned Business Manitoba. This is a platform for all businesses that are for black entrepreneurs here in Manitoba. So we're going to invite her to come and give us some word of wisdom, some encouragement on the entrepreneurship journey. Francine, the stage is yours.
Do you have a question for me?
Come on. Yeah, Francine is here. Have a seat here, Francine. So ladies and gentlemen, this is Francine. So please share the video because we have in our midst a boss lady and a CEO of Queenfidence Cosmetics. And for those of you guys who have questions, you can ask your questions, but I will ask her a few questions here so she can help us in this journey. Share the video, please, with everyone that you can. Continue to share the video. Like our YouTube, Facebook, YouTube page under Baraka Mulimbwa. So we're going to start with Francine. How are you, Francine?
I'm very good.
How are you feeling today?
Very excited.
Very
and
exciting.
I'm very honored to be speaking to you guys today.
Thank you so much, Francine. So tell us about Queenfidence Cosmetics. How did Queenfidence Cosmetics come to life?
Well, you know, my name is actually, I want to introduce myself. My name is Francine Bahati. As Baraka was saying, I'm the owner and founder of Queenfidence Cosmetics, a beauty brand, a fast black-owned beauty brand, private beauty brand in actually Manitoba. And that is purposely and created to inspire and empower women to feel beautiful inside and out. If you know my story, I've suffered a lot with low self-esteem, and I realized I was using makeup for wrong reasons. And one of the reasons why I created Queenfidence is to use it as a tool to inspire those women that are using makeup for wrong reason, to know that before you apply any foundation, before you apply the lashes, before you have anything on your face, you are beautiful inside and out. You are enough. So when you put all these things, it's just ice on the cake. That is the purpose why Queenfidence was created. And not only for that, to inspire young women to go after their dreams, to not only sit down, to know that you can do anything you set your mind to do. So I often say Queenfidence was never just for me. It was never about the money, how much I get, but it was about to inspire people to see me, to see my story. And either it's my failure, either it's my win. And to also, if I could make it, then you can make it too. If I could start a business, then you could start a business too. And I was very, very passionate because I saw in my community, specifically Congolese community, and I saw there was nothing I could look up to when it comes to girls and that women that are going after their dreams. I saw so many women being on health government support. There's nothing wrong with that. But with that, even you can create something out of it. So that was basically why I created Queenfidence. It's just to use my story and to use it as to inspire the people to think big, to dream big, to know that they're enough, to know they are beautiful and they can do anything. Another thing, I am the co-founder of Black-owned business. And after being in business for 3 years, basically, and I would travel for different kind of trade shows across Canada, and even sometime applying for local trade shows. And I realized I couldn't find women like me so many times. I couldn't find girls that are there to support, to market their business. And even when here in Winnipeg, finding a business, a Black-owned business that I could support, it was hard. So that's where Black-owned business Manitoba came about, where I wanted basically for us to create a platform where whether it's you are Black, whether you are non-Black, you can come to one platform and support entrepreneur and bring voices and amplify Black voices, and making sure not only Black-owned businesses but as well professional are being heard in boardrooms, and as well people, either it's trade, either it's whatever, as Black excellence, you can find it on Black-owned. And that's why Black-owned business was created, because I love the community. I love seeing our community thrive. I love seeing entrepreneur, young people, people starting their own businesses and just thriving in whatever and go after their dreams. And that's why Black-owned started, and that's why I created Queenfidence. It's all for that same purpose. And for those maybe that you maybe have a business, submit your business under Black-owned business Manitoba. We actually advertise business for free, which you would have paid so much money for other people. But for us, we are doing it for the community. We are so much passionate about our community, and we want to see our community thrive. Not only we want to see the economy growth into our Black community. So, and that's why.
All right, I have another question about Francine. So Francine, what led you, what was the passion you had to start a cosmetic brand? What was the fire that was burning in you to make you start that kind of business?
Okay, so makeup is it's an amazing tool that women, they use it on a daily basis. And some use it for the right reason, and some use it for the wrong reason. Some use it to define their beauty, and some use as an art to enhance what they already have. So Queenfidence was created to inspire women to know that makeup is beautiful, but it was created to enhance what you already have, not to define your beauty, not to cover up who you are. So that is why Queenfidence was created. And I think I spoke a little bit about my story. how I struggle with low self-esteem. And if you know, growing up, I used to call myself Queen. And with me calling myself Queen and being that I struggle with confidence, I wanted to combine the two and inspire not only to remind subconsciously as well, to remind myself to be confident, because it's still a journey, right? But subconsciously, when you see Queenfidence, remind yourself, am I being a queen? Am I being confident? Every day when you wake up, do I feel confident? How am I presenting myself to the world? So confidence is the best makeup you'll ever wear, and that is why it's about empowerment. Queenfidence is always about empowerment, and if you know me, I'm very passionate about inspiring young people to go after their dreams, and that is basically why I started Queenfidence, to create a community of amazing, powerful women that just are confident. They want to be confident. They want to be, they're affirming themselves to be confident and just showing up in the world and using all makeup as well as just something to enhance their beauty. So that is why. And
go ahead.
I want to share, because I get so many DMs about everybody, of course, asking how I started Queenfidence. What are some of the steps I started Queenfidence? And because I've seen so many young people starting businesses, and after 3 years they give up, because where they started something without having an end in mind. So in order for any entrepreneur to overcome obstacles, overcome challenge that comes with entrepreneurship, you need to begin with an end in mind. And with an end in mind, meaning before even you start investing anything, you gotta, what do you wanna achieve in this business? Where 5 years down the line, where do you wanna see this business? What is your goal? What is your why? And if you have no why, if your why is just big you wanna make money, I assure you're gonna give up so easily, even before 3 years mark. So I always advise, you wanna start a sustainable business, begin with an end in mind. Have a why. Whether your why is to inspire people, whether it's your why is to being a channel of blessing to other people and just inspiring other people to pursue entrepreneurship and to know that they can do it, then have that. Because when you have people in the line, at least for me, when I started Queenfidence, it wasn't for me. And every time when I feel like I want to give up, I always remember there are people counting on me. There are people counting on me not to give up. So because when I give up, that means I've let them down. That means there are many dreams that won't come to life because I've given up. People are looking at me. So my biggest why was always to inspire my community. To inspire people, to inspire young people to start their own businesses. Somebody like me, a former refugee, if I could start a business, you can start it too. So that is why I started it. And that has always been my why. To just use that to inspire others. And you find, what is another thing I would say, having a business plan. A business plan is a roadmap to any business. If you have no business plan, then you basically, it doesn't give you a roadmap. When I started a business, when I started Queenfidence, before launching, I spent 2 years researching about what the things that I need to do, what kind of ingredient it needs to be on my in Queenfidence product. All those things, I created a plan about marketing. Nani, how I see like the demographic of all my customers, everything, had to put it down. And not only actually that inspired me to see the bigger picture about Queenfidence and where I want to see it go in 5 years from now, it actually made me feel attached to the vision about Queenfidence. So 2 things before Baraka asked me another question. Begin with an end in mind, because you have everything you want to do, you have something inside of you. So you gotta have to start with sit down, write things down. I have so many things. I write things. If you go in my room, I have a vision wall where when I started Queenfidence, my goal was always to go in bigger retail stores. That was my biggest goal. And every single day, there's no a day that I basically do not research for buyers who to pitch my business to pitch my Queenfidence to, so that I can be able to enter into those retail stores. So beginning with the end in mind and having an end goal kind of gives you a roadmap. Every day you're taking every little step so that you can reach your goal. So you can be able to see where are the goals that you set for whatever you start. And I will let Baraka ask me other questions because I can go on and on and on.
Thank you so much, Francine. So there's someone who asked, how can you be part of Black Owned? If you have a business in Manitoba and you want to be part of Black Owned, just go on blackownedbusinessmb.ca, right?
Yes.
.ca,
yes.
Yeah, blackownedmb.ca, www.blackownedmb.ca, and then submit your business, right, to Black Owned Business. You have a website and all that stuff. So we're going to ask Francine another question. This is our last question to Francine because we can talk all day, but we have to limit. So Francine, because we heard there's a good news that happened in Queenfidence recently. Can you be able to share with our viewers what is that accomplishment and that goal that you have been praying for that happened, that you accomplished finally? Can you tell us about it a little bit, please?
Definitely. Yeah. And I think, it's so easy for people to only speak the win, to only speak the victory. But I want to speak first the loss. Last year, before speaking what happened this year, last year I was approached by bigger retail stores as well. And this bigger retail store, really known, they were really interested in carrying Queenfidence and just doing the same thing that today's news started. They wanted to as well have Queenfidence on their platform. But after down the line, they kind of put on hold on it. For me, that process sometime, because I want to show you how that entrepreneurship, you're going to find loss, but you're going to have to find how can you pick up the pieces and go on. Because when you give up, that's when you lose. But that for me, that's pause. It wasn't like a rejection, but I take it as a redirection. Because sometimes we take a no or rejection thinking that maybe we are not good enough. Maybe my product, maybe my brand is not good enough. It was not just a right fit for me. So I was down maybe for a month or for a few weeks, but that did not I wasn't disappointed and say, oh, you know what, I'm done. I won't pursue any other big box retail store to have my brand. That actually fueled my passion to go further. What can I do? How can I increase? What product I need to bring to create more so I can expand the line? So today, like as I told you, every single day I pitch Queenfidence on different buyers from different companies. So recently I pitched Queenfidence with Walmart, and so I found them on LinkedIn. I pitched Queenfidence. I told them about my brand, about my story, about my purpose, and what I want to achieve through Queenfidence and what are the purpose behind it. And so they were really interested. So, send us an email about your pitch deck. For those who don't know, your pitch deck, so basically your whole story, like his company story for your brand or business. So I sent all the information to them. They were really excited. I sent within actually, I'll say a few days, they go back to me. They was like, okay, so we're gonna have to do this, create this and this and that. But the crazy thing is that not only they put Queenfidence on their platform, which is usually the first thing, the starting point before any bigger retail stores puts you in their like physical store. The general manager had to work with me from around like 11 p.m. at night to making sure that my launching, that Queenfidence launch on the platform is a success. Like, we stayed on the Zoom call for about an hour, just making sure that everything is okay. And that, for me, I'm sharing that story to know that if you are an entrepreneur, if you're a new entrepreneur, if you want to go into entrepreneurship, you're going to find obstacles. You're going to find things that won't go well, things that you feel like maybe you did not even get a sale, maybe even a month you didn't get a sale, but those shouldn't disappoint you. Those shouldn't be the things that you want to give up. Because if I had given up for the first maybe no that I got for me pitching, then maybe I wouldn't be on a Walmart.ca, right? And right now I'm having all these places that carry my brand, and that is just the starting point. That is not the end. That is just the starting point. And my goal, I can't stop until I see Queenfidence on more than 1,000 retail stores across the country. That is my goal, and I know that will happen. Why? Because I began with that end in mind. And I want to inspire you to begin with that end in mind. Have a resilient spirit. Know that it's not bed of roses. Entrepreneurship is not bed of roses. It's not something that you go to work and then by the end of 2 weeks you're gonna get a paycheck. Sometime even maybe within a week you won't get sale. But that shouldn't stop, because you are building your legacy. You're building your brand. And anything that is they say Rome was never built in one day. Rome was built every day. You're putting a little bit of a brick on you. There's so much to talk about, but if I could tell you how many no's I've got, and those things those no's always fuel my passion, how hard I go,
and your perseverance.
My perseverance, why I want to increase. So just want to inspire you to not give up. Don't give up. You have everything in you. You have the skills, you have the potential. Surround yourself, like Baraka was saying, surround yourself with the right people. You become who you surround yourself. You become what you read. You become what you listen to. So if you listen only to things that do not propel you to the person or to where you see yourself within a year or 5 years down the line, then you're not making yourself a favor. You gotta have to surround yourself. Either it's resource. There's so many resources that inspire entrepreneurs to go, and the tools that you can utilize to be able to be successful. There are people around you. It's just one call away to ask for maybe advice for people that maybe they started a business ahead of you, because why not, right? We are all here. We are in this together. And I think I want to just inspire, and I want to send my love. I want to thank Baraka for inviting me to share. There's so much I could share, but
we will come back again. We'll do another show. We'll invite Francine, the CEO of Queenfidence and co-founder of Black Owned. For those who have businesses in Manitoba and you are black, please submit your business to Black Owned Manitoba, and your business will be featured. So Francine's Queenfidence Cosmetics is now being carried by Walmart. Walmart is, by the way, the #1 retailer in the world. So that's huge. Francine is being here modern, she's being calm about it, but it's great news. It's an amazing news. So I'm going to put on our YouTube the link for Walmart to purchase Queenfidence Cosmetics directly. So please go on YouTube and subscribe to our channel under Baraka Mulimbwa, and you can find Queenfidence Cosmetics product, how to get on Black Owned Business Manitoba, how to start trading, and how to start saving your money. So thank you, Francine, and we will be back again another time with Francine.
Thank you so much. I'm honored.
Thank you so much. So thank you, Francine. We appreciate for your kind words and encouragement. There we go, guys. When you start a business, don't give up. Right? Entrepreneurship is not a cakewalk. My brother Gilson can say that too. You find days where you don't succeed. Right? You keep pushing. So Queenfidence Cosmetics started, I think, in 2014. Right? But Francine has always been resilient in pushing and pushing and pushing. There was sometimes there's disappointment. but she continued pushing. Life is all about those who don't give up. There's a saying that quitters never win and winners never quit. Learn to be a perseverant person. Learn to go for your dreams. Learn to push hard even when times are harder. So because we've gone so much over time, we're gonna end our show today. But I wanna end our show with, I will just give you a few baby steps, right? I will give you a few baby steps as we are ending our show tonight for you to remember them. We will talk about these in details next time. So here's a few baby steps for how to save money, right? Baby step number 1, put $1,000 aside. Find your savings account, put that $1,000, just $1,000. Put it aside. It starts helping you. Thank you, my sister Diana. Thank you, my Katotoka sisters. I love you guys. So another thing is pay off your debt. In fact, pay all your debt other than mortgage. Consumer debt, start paying off your debt. That's baby step number 2. Paying your consumer debt. Baby step number 3, pay into an emergency fund. An emergency fund is 3 months of your expenses, 3 months of your bills, 3 months of whatever you spend in your house. Start saving that aside. Put 3 months away. Start putting that in your emergency fund. That's baby step number 3. Baby step number 4, invest 15% of your income. Invest 15% of your income into mutual fund, RRSP, TFSA, money market, whatever you want. But I just want to keep them. We're going to talk about them next time. So another baby step number 5, a college fund. For those of us who have children, start putting money aside for your child. Now, I will talk about different types of college fund because there's one we all of us know called RESP, Registered Education Savings Plan, right? But just so you know, there's better way to save your money than RESPs, right? And I will explain that a little bit more next time, right? So, but if you can do RESPs, that's fine. But there are better ways to save your money over a long term than RESPs. So that's baby step number 5. Baby step number 6, pay off your home early. For those who have a mortgage, there is nowhere it's written that says you have to pay your mortgage off in 25 years. My brother, if you can pay off a mortgage in 15 years, in 10 years, in 5 years, work hard to do it. But you won't do it if you still have outstanding debt. So you have to first eliminate your debt before you can start attacking your mortgage. Once you become mortgage free, there's a lot of freedom into that. Right? So that's baby step number 6. And baby step number 7 is give. That's where your tithe come. Be a good tither. Be a generous giver. Be a philanthropist. In fact, my friend and I started an orphanage in Congo. We started an orphanage a year ago, and now we have all the documents in Congo for the orphanage. If you want to support our orphanage, you're welcome to come and be our supporter. We are going to be doing a huge fundraising for the orphanage. So if you want to support, it's called Bright Mama's Orphanage. Please come and support us. Be a giver. God loves cheerful givers. Anyways, that's it for our show today. I want to thank you. We went a little bit overboard today because we had our CEO in the house. We had Francine Bahati. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel under Baraka Mulimbwa. Subscribe to YouTube channel. That's how you help us continue this program. Subscribe to YouTube channel under Baraka Mulimbwa. Like our video. Throw in a nice comment. And we would love to read your comments. Thank you so much. Another thing as we go, remember to tell your money where to go. You are the boss. You are in charge. Tell your money where to go. Don't wonder where your money went. Dictate where your money go. Rich people, rich ideas, rich behavior, that's how you do it. Tell your money where to go and your money will listen to you. You are the boss. You are in charge. You are the queen, right? See, beauty, Francine talks very eloquently about it. Beauty is inside. You have to find the beauty within yourself. That's why Queenfidence Cosmetics was created. For all of you queens. Thank you and God bless you all. We will see each other again next Sunday at 7 p.m. Share our video. Go on YouTube. Share our video with all your friends. And God bless you. Thank you, my brother Gilson. Thank you, my sister Sonia. For all of you guys who've been commenting. Christelle, my sister. I appreciate all of you guys. We appreciate you for keeping watching us. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, please. And that's how we grow. God bless you and stay safe.